I've really been looking forward to this meeting with the President of Mexico. I'm sure that my bilingual abilities should enable us to communicate in a way our countries have never achieved before.
Mr. President, may I present His Excellency, the President of Mexico.
Señor Presidente, es un gran honor conocerle y darle el bienvenido a mi país.
What do you say?
He said it is an honor to meet you and welcome to his country.
Oh, me ha dado un gran honor con su invitación y espero que esta reunión sea productiva para los dos países.
What do you say?
He says he is honored by your invitation and hopes this meeting will be productive for both nations.
Oh, of course. ¿Cómo están sus accommodaciones? ¿Está confortable? Hay algo que necesita.
What do you say?
He asks if your accommodations are comfortable and if there is anything you need.
Oh, estoy muy a gusto y las acomodaciones son como para un rey.
What do you say?
He says he is quite happy and that his rooms are fit for a king.
Señor Presidente, ¿será posible hablar en inglés?
What do you say?
He wonders if you could speak in English.
Oh, sí, señor. If it's easier for you.
Right on, Mr. President.
Welcome to Greet the Press. First, I'd like to introduce the President of the United States.
Hello.
That's the President. Now, I'd like to introduce our panel.
Hello.
That's the panel. Mr. President, it's a great honor to have you here today.
I'm sure that it must be.
And now for the first question.
Mr. President, regarding the energy crisis, do you have any new ideas for alternative sources of energy?
As a matter of fact, I do. I think that we have completely overlooked the peanut as a potential source of energy.
The peanut?
Now, that's right. Nothing gives us gas like peanuts.
Mr. President, it was a long campaign. You had a lot of opponents. You've been in office for several months. Of all the people along the way, who worried you most?
Well, I guess I'd have to say my brother Billy.
Well, do you have a place in your administration for Billy?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. Billy will be in charge of the gasoline allocation program for Plains, Georgia.
Well, couldn't that be a conflict of interest?
No, I'm sure Billy would never do anything that would conflict with his interests.
We know you didn't get your first choice on several cabinet positions.
That's right.
Could you tell us who these people were?
Well, I really thought that it was high time that we had a Southerner as Secretary of Agriculture. I had in mind none other than Colonel Sanders. And for Secretary of Defense, I really would have preferred John Wayne.
John Wayne?
Yes. Who, in his right mind, would take on a country where the Secretary of Defense single-handedly won World War II?
Well, Mr. President, have you ever been sorry you appointed Andrew Young as ambassador to the United Nations?
Yes.
Would you care to expand on that?
No.
Well, why did you appoint him?
I appointed Mr. Young as a token of my appreciation for his support in the campaign.
Mr. President, give us your views on foreign affairs.
Well, I have promised Rosalynn that I would have no foreign affairs.
No, Mr. President. By foreign affairs, I meant, what would you do if Russia were to get out of line?
Well, if Russia were to get out of line, I would have to be very tough. I would say, y'all, if you do not get back in the line, you get no more wheat. Of course, I would have to mention that we do have some mighty fine peanuts for sale.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Jimmy, I got to call home to Plains and tell Leroy to order me up some more gas. You care if I use your phone?
Go right ahead, Billy. It's in the Oval Office there on my desk.
Hoo-wee. These inauguration parties are purely baldacious. Let me just open up another beer here. Let me see now, which phone should I use? How about this red one over here?
Hello? Hello? Who is this?
This here is Mr. Carter.
It's Mr. Carter. It's Mr. Carter. What can I do for you, Mr. Carter?
I want planes.
Planes? How many planes? What would you do?
The air code is,
It's an air code. Take this down.
the air code is 912. The number's 258-2344. And hurry it up, 'cause running out of gas is poison to my business.
Poison gas! And he means business. He means business.
Listen, the last 2 times I ran out of gas, them other stations started a war. You don't want that to happen a 3rd time.
Third World War. Get the Premier here. Get the Premier.
Say, are you guys getting bombed over there too? I can't make any sense of what you're saying.
We are already getting bombed. Thank goodness. Here comes the Premier. Give me that phone. Who is this?
Well, this here is Billy Carter, and I'm trying to call planes.
Billy Carter? Billy Carter. The little Carter. He's a nobody. Comrades, it's going to be a long 4 years.
Mr. President, your first caller on this nationwide phone hookup is a gentleman by the name of Joe Sranowski from Corntassel, Iowa.
Hello, Mr. Sanowski. How are you tonight?
Well, I'm not too good. I've been waiting here on this phone for maybe an hour and a half just trying to get through. I got chores to do out here, you know. I had to send my wife out. She's slopping the hogs right now. She's out there. She's knee-deep.
Well, I'm terribly sorry for any inconvenience I might have caused you.
Oh, that's all right. She slops the hogs every night anyhow. Say, Jimmy, I think the biggest problems we got out here is all this deflation, you know, with the prices going up on everything. Why, heck, the other day I went out to the Ford garage looking at one of them new small cars, the Ponto or whatever you call that thing. And you gods, the way that thing was priced, you'd think it was a Rolls Royce or something like that. And everything's going up. Heck, you go down to buy a loaf of bread, you got to take a loan out at the bank just to get a loaf of bread.
Well, I'm all in favor of lower bread prices.
What do you mean lower bread prices? Us wheat farmers got to make a living somehow, you know.
Who's been tying up this here party line for the past hour and a half?
Well, this here's Joe Sranowski down the road, and you just better get off this party line, because I got the president of the whole shebang on the other end.
Oh, Crazy Joe, huh?
That's right.
Talking to the President of the United States.
Jimmy, he's on the other end here.
Well, just don't tie up the line too long, because I got to call the Queen of England here in a minute.
Well, are there any other problems I could help you with, Joe?
No, that's all right, Jimmy. I'd kind of like to get off the phone here and listen to this other guy talking to the Queen of England. I got a few questions I'd like to ask her, too, but it's been real nice talking to you.